Halloween is right around the corner, so I think I'd like to get a pumpkin. Maybe 2. Maybe 100,000. Yeah, that's probably good, right? Okay, I'm assuming you've read the title, and here's the rundown. I have one goal. Get 100,000 pumpkins in Terraria. And I'll throw it on Master Mode too, because why not? My character? Created. World? Loaded. Pants? Peed. Ready? Go. When I spawn in, I'm right next to a pumpkin because it's the Halloween event right now. I've been sitting on this idea for a little while, and I was waiting for the event to start because randomly spawning pumpkins could speed things up quite a bit. Anyways, I need some houses. My plan is to be one boss and then have the Dryad move in so I can buy pumpkin seeds. Something I like to do in my worlds is even out the spawn area, so when I teleport home, I spawn inside a house, which is why I'm doing this. This is also the reason I built the house out of actual blocks and not platforms like I usually would. I found a cave, so digging down was the next step. I need a weapon, probably some accessories as well, and an anvil. My plan for armor is just to use pumpkin because it's okay for the one boss I have to beat, plus it's kinda on brand for the rest of the challenge. I found a wand of sparking and some rope, which isn't important right now but will be later, not that I knew that yet. I found some rubies too, which is really nice because the boss I want to kill is King Slime. There's also an altar down here so I can craft the slime crown too. I died to a red slime down here, so I should say I've only played master mode once before and you'll see the results of that soon, but right now I'm really weak and really suck. I expanded the one house I have to make it valid, then built a bunch of platform homes, and then jumped right back into the cave. I'm really only grabbing iron and cobwebs if I see them before I explode. Now it's night and I have nothing to my name, so I go out and explore and once again die to zombies this time. One of the benefits of building this weird house is the NPC in there can get to the chair, and when they do, they just fall for eternity during the entire night. I went to the cave for a third time and found a granite biome that connected to a few crimson hearts, which is great because from the outside they only take like 1 bob to get to the inside. I found the chest down here that had a cloud in a bottle, plus a life crystal. There was also a lot of topaz so I can get a hook once I make an anvil. I was about to break open one of the hearts when a couple bats came up and one of them dropped a chain knife, which is a weapon I really like and also good to harvest the pumpkins because it fires so fast. I made my anvil and hook, got an undertaker from the heart, and got that life crystal from earlier before finding another 2. Then I mined this huge iron vein and went home. Something you need to worry about is money. Each pumpkin seed is 2 silver 50 copper at its base price, which can get really expensive. Okay, quick math lesson. Each pumpkin gives 7 to 8 pumpkins when harvested, and I need 100 grand. So if I'm optimistic, 100,000 divided by 8 is 12,500 seeds. Multiply that times the 2 silver 50 copper for each of the seeds and reduce it, and it comes out a little bit over 3 platinum for all the seeds. That's a lot of money that I don't have yet, plus I can't even buy them yet, so I'm gonna have some work to do. I built a few more platform houses, then went to the left and found nothing but the dungeon and a few more pumpkins. Also, the ocean had one of these big caves in it, and after getting one chest, I died to a Mach 5 jellyfish. I did get enough pumpkins to make my armor, so now I'm in season. I built an arena to fight King Slime, then built some more houses because the ones I have keep getting filled. Right now, I want the arms dealer because I plan to use the Undertaker for the boss fight, so I'll need some more ammo. I ran back into the cave to look for some gold, but died. After going back down, I broke another heart and got a crimson rod, but I don't have enough mana to use it, so it's basically just to sell. I'm also getting statues and other random furniture to sell, cause why not? I died again, but saw a life crystal, so I ran back down to get it and found another one as well. I got a depth meter from a bat and also found my gold I needed. There was also a glowing mushroom biome down here that had another life crystal, another cloud in a bottle, and a bunch of statues. Also a crab problem. Another chest had a mushroom minecart, which is basically just a gold coin. I blew up some iron and silver, then went home and sold most of my inventory. I was able to make my crown and then a slime crown, so I waited the night out by catching worms and goldfish to sell. I also got a gold worm, but didn't realize it for another 5 minutes. I used the trick to find a pyramid and got a flying carpet plus a bunch of coins. It led into the underground jungle and I found a chest with shoe spikes, and then I went home to sell everything again. I'm chilling at 35-ish gold right now and it's still night, so I kept catching worms until morning. I bought like 200 bullets, made some potions, then summoned in the king. The Undertaker plus Flying Carpet is an unbeatable combo unless I get caught with the spiked guys. I took a tactical recall halfway through the fight for better positioning, but other than that, it went pretty smooth. The loot from the treasure bag, plus the relic, plus the trophy was a lot of money, and now the Dryad can move in. Or so I thought. A little detour to the wiki shows that it can't spawn unless any other boss in pre-art mode is killed, so I have to get an Eye of Cthulhu spawner too now. I didn't realize that yet though, so I just went with the next stage of the plan. Building a farm. Our farm is basically just a bunch of lines of grass blocks that I can grow pumpkins on, so I need a lot of dirt. I used my bombs to blow up some and then started building off of my arena. I also looked up the Dryad and learned that I needed to kill the other boss. I also looked at what makes her happiest so I could get the pumpkin seeds slightly cheaper. I took a break from building to go get some lenses for an Eye of Cthulhu spawner, and also chopped down all the cactuses in the desert, because I learned if you shimmer cactuses, you get pumpkins. I also don't think that's useful because I need to dig down the shimmer, plus cacti grow pretty slow. At the end of the night, I have 5 lenses, so I need 1 more and then fight it on the next night. I was in the jungle, so I went to look for Hermes boots underground and found nothing and died. Now, right after killing King Slime, it's raining slime, which is just great. I bought a bunch more bullets and then built a house in the jungle for the Dryad. Like I said, if I can get any discounts on seeds, I will, so building in the jungle will do just that. I also set up the thing that'll teleport me here on my next recall potion. I'd rather not run half the world just to buy my seeds, so this is pretty nice. I continued building the farm till night fell and checked how long slime rain lasts cause it was killing my demon eye spawns. I slept most of it away and it ended at nightfall so I could actually farm some eyes. I got my last lens, but the night was almost over, so I just slept till the next one. I went back home to craft the Sussai at the altar in the cave and summoned it in. I was still using the Undertaker, and it was a little worse against this one because of the flying minions I can't dodge with my flying carpet, but it was manageable. For the second phase, I just stood near the nurse to pay to win the rest of the fight. The ore from it was good money, and the shield was also really good without Hermes boots, so I'm sitting pretty right now. I blew up the hill next to my farm to expand it more and get the dirt from it. After all night of this, the goblins decided to spawn in the morning. This is just a giant waste of time because the Dryad can't spawn while this is happening and I need to kill 100 of them for the event to end. That would be pretty easy if the archers didn't do like a third of my health each hit, but because of that I use the farm as a maze. It takes like 10 minutes and now hopefully I don't have to deal with that again. It was night when it ended though, so I had to wait another cycle for the Dryad to spawn. While that was going on, I expanded the farm some more. I actually just built a hill onto it for some more dirt and she finally moved in. I bought a bunch of grass seeds for the farm and instantly planted them. I wanted to find a staff or regrowth in the jungle, but I didn't, so these will have to work. They're only 20 copper a pop, so it's not bad money-wise, plus they'll spread. Something I didn't realize was the vines growing down from the grass blocks. They can prevent random Halloween event pumpkins from spawning, so I need to get rid of them. This is where all that rope from earlier comes in. I can place the rope so the vines won't spawn, but I can still walk through here to get to the pumpkins. I do run out of rope though, so I just use platforms instead because they do the exact same thing. So now I'm 3 hours in and I haven't planted a single pumpkin yet, but that'll change soon. I bought some more grass seeds from the Dryad because they're spreading too slow and then sat and watched them until they were grown enough to plant on. Then I went to the underground desert for an extractinator so I can get money, but I also died there. When I spawned back in, I finally bought my seeds. 3,000 of them, which equates to about 24,000 pumpkins, which is only 24% of the total I need. Planting them was easy because Smart Cursor places them on the row I'm on plus the one above it. This farm can hold 780 pumpkins, which is kinda good, but still slow for right now, but it's fine. I set up a fishing hole with the water dupe set up and put tape on my mouse to do it for me. By the time that was over, a bunch of the pumpkins are ready, and the chain knife for this was really good at harvesting because I can pick up all the pumpkins without missing any. Until I realized that Smart Cursor will just place over them so I can just harvest and plant at the same time. I also got a bunch of the magical pumpkin seeds cause it's Halloween, and each is like 2.5 gold, which is like 1/125th of the money I need. All of those worms from earlier are now going towards fishing. The fish I just sell, and the crates are for both money, bait, and sailfish boots. I eventually ran out of bait, but I did get my boots, plus a bunch of random stuff to sell. I harvested the pumpkins once again, and the blood moon came, and I got some money from a bride outfit, plus the money trough, which I'll keep when I absolutely need to sell it. Another harvest gets me 1 full stack of pumpkins, and like 12% of the total. I've been carrying this stack of cactuses in my inventory for a while, so I just made a bunch of swords to sell because it's the most efficient way I found. At the 5-hour mark, I'm paused because I'm eating dinner, but after that I turned all my clay into plates because they're worth like 8 times the value than bowls for costing the same amount of resources. Then I went back to the underground desert because I accidentally sold an extractinator after fishing and only realized when writing this script. I died to a sand trap because when I tried to dig out, the sand did 1/7 of my health each hit. So I went back and died to, of course, a rolling cactus. I went back again and looted for a little longer, but died again to the most calculated junk from a charger that literally floated to kill me. But now the pumpkins are ready, so after that I have 6 magic seeds and almost 20% of the total. Then I tried the underground snow for anything I can sell and the small chance at an extractinator. I found a water chest with some soon-to-be money, the baby penguin pet with a 1 in 50 chance from chest somehow, a gold chest with more things to sell, a life crystal to sell, and a dead man's chest with the extractinator I need. After selling everything, I have like 40 gold and also figured out that amber is worth like 30 silver a piece. The pumpkins were ready again, and after this one, I'm sitting at like almost a quarter of the total. Then I went back to the right side of the world and found the shimmer pool, cause why not? The gem trees are worth a bit of money, and I chopped them down to throw the gem corns in the shimmer to get those gems too. There was also a life crystal in a chest down here, so I sold the stuff for 13 gold and harvested it, and now I'm at 28%. Then I went back down to the jungle to try and find a staff of regrowth, but instead I died, like usual. And so I went back and found a boomstick, which is nice, but not at all what I wanted. I left after getting poisoned and died at my bed. The pumpkins were kinda done, so I harvested again, and now I'm at 32% of the way. I just sat in the farm for like 10 minutes and then harvested again. After another 2,000 pumpkins, I then worked on another farm that takes up the whole width of my screen and is 14 layers tall. I ran out of dirt twice, so I bombed some more, and now it's done. Almost. Another blood moon came while I was harvesting the other farm, and now I'm up to 41%. After that, I made all the ice from the ice binding expedition into platforms to prevent the vines, and now it's done. Other than grass, which I plant soon after. Another harvest, and now it's 46% plus the other farm in the process. I also planted a bunch of pumpkins on random grass for a few extra. Now everything gets kinda boring. I'm both waiting for pumpkins to grow and grass to spread, so I'm kinda just sitting here. It makes a good time lapse though, I guess. Another harvest in Blood Moon gets me 51%. Halfway after 8 hours, but that should pick up after the other farm is done, which it finally is, so I can plant more seeds. Now is the waiting game. Money's looking okay, so time just needs to pass for them to grow. I harvested the new farm and now I'm at 60%. I needed more seeds, so I sold the money trough for another 100. After a harvest of the farm, it's now at 66% and more waiting. Then I did the big farm to get up to a 71%. Another harvest of each farm gets me up to 79%. Then one more small farm harvest for 81%. I fought the eye again for money, which gave me like 20 more gold, and hopefully that's enough to get through the rest of the challenge. I did both farms again, and now I'm at 91%. 91,000 pumpkins, which is just crazy. Anyways, I played with the chain knife for a bit, then AFK'd for a little more. Then I harvested both again. I even ran out of seeds. I got the total 100,000 pumpkins at the end of harvesting the small farm, but counted wrong and thought I was short. But there we go. 100,000 pumpkins in Master Mode Terraria in a little over 9.5 hours. Anyways, I'm building a big pumpkin while I'm outroing. So let's convert this to reality, okay? The average pumpkin weighs like 12 to 20 pounds, so I'll use 15 cause why not? In my inventory, there's like 1.5 million pounds of raw pumpkin. That's like 100 elephants in 10 slots in my inventory total. The average Terraria character is an absolute beast to say the least. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, cause I like to torture myself like doing dumb things like this kinda often, and I have another Terraria video coming out soon. So, I'll see you then. Peace.